Hello, Scorpio. How are you guys doing? Right, let's dive straight into your weekly reading. Sorry, I was just going to actually tell you, it's early in the morning for me, so my voice is still a bit croaky. I'm still waking up, so let's chill together. Let's see what's coming up for you guys for the week ahead. Go grab yourself a cup of tea or something, I don't know, or coffee if it's in the morning for you too. And let's dive into your reading, okay? Let's see what is going on for you guys for the week ahead. Let's get one of these out. Oh, there's some already that are flipped, but let's get you one that actually jumps out. For Scorpio, Spirit, what is, okay, well, there we go. You have embraced change. That is super on brand for you guys because you are all about transformation and it's the beginning of the year, so why not? All right, this says embrace change and welcome new possibilities. Okay, and a butterfly over here as well. Let's dive in a little bit more, see what they're talking about here for Scorpios. All right, let's see. So I want you to be clearly a bit open around this time. Let's see. For Scorpio, let's get one more from this deck. Okay. Interesting that you have this combination here because I do feel like there is some movement coming up in your life here because fork in the road usually comes up when you feel a bit stuck, right? You've come across a fork in the road. It's time to change your path because you have regeneration here as well. Again, hefty on the changes and transformation, to be honest. All right, let's dive in a little bit more. Let's get another card out for this and then we'll talk about it. For Scorpio, what is the energy of this next week? Well, interesting how that's coming up here, isn't it? The man holding a heart. I mean, that could of course be you, depends on who you are and how you resonate. And then you also have door to personal healing and happiness here. For a lot of you, this will be about you focusing a lot more on your feelings and on your happiness. And I wonder if that's why you're at a fork in the road here because, okay, I want to focus on my happiness. So that maybe means I have to start getting rid of things that don't serve that, right? That could be the case for some of you. It almost feels like this is a bit of like, oh, well then I can't go forwards anymore. I have to change direction. Interesting. So beautiful energy for you anyways. For some of you, of course, this could be some romance coming into your life if it's not already. And it feels like this is opening up here the door to personal healing and happiness too. So whatever that is. For some of you, you will be meeting somebody and this is again like really going to be helping you to enter a period of complete happiness and complete bliss and peace. Like it feels a beautiful romance on the horizon for you. If not, if you're already in a relationship, then again, maybe somebody is expressing their feelings. Maybe you're deepening this connection here for some of you as well. And again, you're opening that door here, regardless of how it resonates. It's the same crap, right? Well, not even crap. I would say it's the same beautiful energies coming through. Right. So the fork in a road is the interesting one. It just feels a little bit like you feel a bit like, where do I go from here? So it's interesting. I want to see how that comes up for you guys. But for the majority of you, again, the man holding heart does feel like it will be to do with you. Okay, let's see. You're prioritizing your feelings. I love that. Let's see a little bit more. Let's grab the tea leaf tarot for you guys. Sorry. Let's just focus on this. Okay. Let's try and make this a little bit better. Okay, for Scorpios, let's see. Can we get some extra random messages for Scorpio this week? Yeah, that's interesting. One more. Thank you. Interesting. Right, I'm saying that because as you can see, the time to get out of a situation does seem to be on top of the fork in the road. And usually it does, with a fork in the road, it does feel like you're kind of being left with no choice but to change direction. And that may be literally like somebody's giving you no choice. You've reached a dead end, for example, like a door is closing or whatever. But for some of you, it does feel mainly, for the majority of you, that it's almost an emotional dead end. It's almost like I can't keep going down this path, right? So it does feel more spiritual and emotional. So time to get out of a situation is coming through. What else do we have? We have Axe, so forces working against you. So for some of you, it may really be, again, people who are just making your life a lot harder, or certain people. I don't know. I don't know exactly what it is, but because forces working against you, it just feels like it's not serving you emotionally. And I'm telling you this now because of this energy, whether you want it or not. It does feel like 2025 for Scorpio here seems to be all about your personal happiness and healing. I really do feel like this is a year where you're really prioritizing that, or you're just, spirit's pushing you in that direction because this is your year of happiness, right? and feeling at peace and feeling joy and feeling like everything's working out in your favor. So that's incredible. But it just feels like the beginning of the year, and probably this last part of 2024, you're really coming to terms with what you need to change, right? But that's okay. Awareness is key. It really is helpful, even though it can be hurtful too. So what else do we have? We have casket here. So someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. So it is all kind of like emphasizing the same stuff here. Okay, with that casket here. And then you have older woman as well. So dealing with a relationship with an older woman. You could be the older woman, could be dealing, or somebody could be important for you guys within this week here. Okay, let's grab you out a card to explain to me, please, Spirit. What is the overall energy for this week? The energy of this week. The Knight of Wands. I quite like that. Because the Knight of Wands is a go-getter, right? I really like the Knight of Wands because he's ambitious. He's all about fast-paced movement and conquering the world and all these experiences. It's a beginner mindset, a learner mindset. Not beginner mindset, but a learning mindset. It's ruled by Sagittarius, and it's also got the aspect of Jupiter, which is all about expansion, in the ninth house, in astrology. It's all about expansion and learning and higher education and travel, long distance travel, right? It's more about different cultures. It's extremely different experiences to what you're used to. Okay, so putting yourself in completely different situations and dynamics seems to be the main theme around this time. So whether you're traveling, or again, whether you're wanting to learn new things or wanting to go towards completely new goals, something you've never felt or been through before, that seems to be the energy, which again kind of goes with everything that we've got over here. So you are embracing change. This is an optimistic week for you, even if you're up against challenges, which the Knight of Wands is. About having an optimistic mindset. So let's clarify that for you. Why is the Knight of Wands the overall energy for this week? I'm hearing like not backing down, like you're not backing down. So the Knight of Wands is a wounded warrior. So it's safe to say you guys have been through some stuff, but it feels like, things are really changing. I not only do I feel like you're putting your guard down, I don't necessarily feel that, but it's like you're putting it down so you can move forward. And I wonder if that means something for someone, because I'm almost feeling like they're showing, okay, what are they saying to me? I'm feeling like they're specifically saying you've been staying at this post, right? Defending this post. Whatever that means to you, it's almost like you've been in this position for a while. You've defended your place, but it feels like now is the time to move. And the Knight of Wands in a chariot does really emphasize travel, or long distance travel, or some sort of vacation or movement. The Knight of Wands coming through here as well is like not backing down from your dreams. I really say that, especially with the Knight of Wands, and with that, anyway. Guys, I start talking myself in a circle, trying to dive deeper into the message, but I end up saying the same thing in just a different way. So there we go. Knight of Wands, you guys have been hurt before, but you are kind of ready to kind of put a chapter to an end so that you can maybe defend yourself so that you can move forward. Okay, some of you could be quitting a job, for example, because, it's a toxic environment or something that just doesn't serve you. It's hurtful in some way, or it's just challenging you too much. And for some of you, I do feel like you're putting that last push out there to then move, okay, if that's what it is. Chariot is great because it's all about chasing your dreams and goals with determination. So I quite like it coming up for you guys. It does heavily indicate that you'll be doing some sort of movement here. So let's see your energy. What is your energy for Scorpios? What energy will they be putting out there into the universe at this time? The Seven of Cups. So this can be a few things. Either you're having a lot of options, or you are completely overwhelmed and are unsure, or a bit of both. Shall we clarify that? Let's see. Why is the Seven of Cups here in Scorpio's energy this week? Okay, so Magician. It does feel quite good. And the Knight of Pentacles. So that is, Page of Pentacles. Let's get one more. Seven of Cups. And what is that? So this is incredible. Okay, really good stuff then. Seven of Cups purely just feels like your imagination is alive, right? It feels like you're thinking about a lot of things. I would just say with that, don't overwhelm yourself, okay? And I'm hearing pace yourself, but most importantly, take your time, even though you want to rush ahead. Okay, because Seven of Cups again is like a lot of thoughts and feelings and a lot of thinking going on, a lot of ideas. And because you have the Magician and the Page of Pentacles, the Magician is like kind of like a fresh start here. It's using your resources is important for you guys, by the way, but you are like in a manifesting position. You're ready to manifest. You're ready to bring a dream into your reality. And the Page of Pentacles is great because this is you taking the first steps into something new. So whether you're learning something new, going down a new career path, for example, starting your own business, whatever it is, it's the first step that you're taking to learn what it is that you're about to go into or are going into. So it's good. Again, another card about education. So that seems to be important, is it? To have a learner mindset at this time, to be open to learning. And then you have the Empress in your energy too, which is all about attracting an abundance here. Being an abundant person helps you to attract an abundance here. Being nurturing, kind. She's also pregnant, right? She's the mother of the tarot. So that basically means that maybe you're bringing something to life here. You're nurturing a dream. You're nurturing something that will be brought to life here as well. So that's coming through for you too. So all of these great cards clarifying the Seven of Cups is a really good sign, because it can be a card of distortions and illusion or overwhelm. And maybe you are overwhelmed, but it feels like it's in a good way, because the Magician here, you're mentally alive right now. You know, a lot of ideas, a lot of things. I want this and I want that. Like, it does feel very fresh and new. But again, Page of Pentacles, taking the first step is super important to learn what it is that you're wanting here. Okay, let's see a bit more. Okay, let's see what your potential challenge might be for this week. Sorry, this is super messy and it bugs me. Right, let's see. For Scorpio, let's get a card for challenge or blockage this week. The Death card. So your challenge is about change, and that's your card, Scorpio. So it should come, you know, much more easier to you than others. But sometimes, I mean, change can be exhausting. And sometimes, especially if you feel like your life has constantly been changing and you're constantly having to transform your life or change things, or things don't work out the way that you want them to, and things, you know, it can get exhausting, right? And I feel like part of that is just the fact that this changes a little bit, like, again. And that can be hard. But just remember, embrace change and welcome new possibilities here. Something has to change in order for everything else to change. So it's not so bad. It's just a challenge, right? Let's see what's going on here. Why is a Death card the challenge, please? Okay. Four of Swords. Okay, one more for this. The Two of Wands being reversed over here is interesting. Four of Swords especially. It does feel like in order to heal, you do have to move away from like environments that are not helping that, right? And you're not the first one to get that. It does feel like it's in the air, which makes sense. It's the new year. We're all trying to make this next year a good year, of course. So we're having to make some difficult decisions here, clearly. So with the Death card being there, some of you might be resisting change at this time, you know, might be trying to hold on to certain things with hopes that it will change or whatever, because the Eight of Cups is a card of leaving things behind that don't serve you. That could be your challenge, is leaving something behind, especially if your emotions are tied to it, for example. It can be hard to do that. Because the Two of Wands came up reversed, this is usually a card of looking into the future and dreaming big. Because it's reversed, maybe you're looking at the past. That, not picking that up for most people, but it's more about like, maybe you're not doing this enough. Your challenge is to let something go, allow something to leave, or get yourself out of it, for example, like the other cards were saying. But to choose a new direction, right? That could be the challenge for you guys. Okay? To look at what's out there, because you might not be doing that at this time. Okay? And remember, the world is your oyster. It may not feel like it at times, but just don't let that limitation block you. So again, walking away from things that don't serve you so that you can fully heal from situations, and then move forward with your life. All right? So accepting endings is important. I'm smelling petrol, you know? I don't know why. Okay, let's go into then your environment. Let's see what's going on in your environment this week. The Ace of Cups, brand new environment seems to be the case. The Ace of Cups is an emotional new beginning. Okay, so doing things that we love to do. So this is quite nice if you're bringing that into your environment anyway. Of course, it's what's external to you as well. So there could be some love being offered into your life as well. I'm going to clarify this just to understand where it's coming from. But it's just around you, you're bringing more love into your world, or it's coming in anyway. Okay, a new emotional experience. Let's clarify it for you guys. More love coming into your life. Look how wonky this is, guys. I'm so sorry. I just have to fix it. Okay, Ace of Cups. Why is this in the external environment of Scorpio? Whoa, look at that. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I wonder if you've had to, this is coming up on top of fork in the road. I really feel like you guys have been dealing with a lot of like chaotic energies that feel like you're having to defend yourself. I wonder if somebody has or is defending you actually. I wonder if that's the case. Because if you can see what I'm seeing here, I wonder if you're, I don't know who, it just feels like two people. And one person is upset and crying and, you know, has got a lot to think about. And it does feel like this little Page of Swords is defending that. And I wonder if that's somebody showing you love at this time. Somebody's protecting you in some way. That's quite cute. All right. I feel like some love that's coming in is like somebody who really is connecting with you emotionally. Like I'm just getting the sense of like if you're hurt, they're hurt, you know, that kind of thing. So Ace of Cups. Okay. Now for some of you, love could be a bit scary, or this new emotional beginning could be a bit scary because Nine of Swords coming on top of the fork in the road. Taking this sort of action, you're going to have a lot of what ifs, right? With the Nine of Swords, you could already be expressing that or experiencing that. It's like, but what happens? What if this happens? What if that happens? With the Nine of Swords, it really is about getting stuck up in your own head a little bit and in that kind of like feeling like everything's going to turn out the worst case scenario. The Page of Swords as well. I wonder if that's you trying to defend yourself here as well, because it does feel like a defensive energy. Ace of Cups. Let's see what this is. Why is this Page of Swords here? Can be like jealous, triggered people that are pushing you to this new beginning, you know, but it's going to be much better than this. Like I would say if that's the case, break free from that, because honestly, where you're going is much better than where you've been. Ace of Cups. So Six of Swords. Yeah, definitely about moving forward. Okay, you need to trust your intuition here, Scorpio. Trust in what your inner guidance is telling you. It will not fail you. You may not be sure, but you're trusting your gut instinct. Okay, I'm just going to go down here. It feels like the universe is pushing me here. It is towards much more stability. Okay, towards much more love in your life. This is basically the same as the man holding the heart. So however that resonates with you, it is going to open the door to personal healing and happiness. This movement, this change. Okay, this travel, relocation, whatever the Six of Swords is to you, it's about forward movement though, towards calmer waters. All right then. So let's have a little look and see what's going on in your inner world then for you, Scorpio. Let's see what's going on there. So the Eight of Cups, yeah, it is about leaving things behind. So that's your challenge, I guess. It might be even an internal thing. All right. Sometimes it's hard to let things go or to start again, and that might be the case for you. But if something's reached a dead end, like I've been saying here, and it's just not going to give you any more emotional fulfillment, and it's just not very fulfilling, you know, it just almost feels like something's peaked and the peak is not what you wanted, you know, or not as high as it can be. So it feels like you're having to make that kind of change in whatever area of your life. I'm not entirely sure. Why is the Eight of Cups in Scorpio's energy? Three of Wands. In a world of Scorpio, Eight of Cups. I wonder if some of you are moving yourself away from waiting anymore. Yeah. And the Knight of Cups coming through is interesting, because I do feel like there are some feelings on your side for somebody, or again, it's you prioritizing your feelings here. And the King of... Sorry, I will show you. So the King of Cups reversed here, and the Knight of Cups with the Eight of Cups. I wonder if you're having to let go of somebody who's just not emotionally stable or accountable, I'm hearing, or mature. So this is you maybe expressing your feelings to move forward, to maybe find somebody else, or to go into a different situation here. Eight of Cups. Or I wonder, because this is internal for a lot of you, this is about you kind of stabilizing your own feelings and emotions and kind of being a bit more level-headed about it. Because the Knight of Cups is about being open and vulnerable, but the Eight of Cups is like maybe something has not served you internally. I wonder if this is you focusing on your stability and emotions and stabilizing them, maybe. Because you have the Knight of Swords here, rushing, determination. And because it feels like you're no longer waiting for something to come and to save you or to happen, to change, it feels like you're creating that change through determination and speed. So that's good in a sense. But that Knight of Swords is kind of feeling like, it's more of an angry energy. It's almost like I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired kind of vibe. So it does feel like you're kind of reaching that point this week where it's like, you know what, like I've had enough of being this way or living this way or having this in my environment. Like I just want to change. Okay, like I deserve a lot better than this. This is not fulfilling enough. So that's what it feels like. It feels like that's why it's reversed here, is because you're working on stabilizing your feelings, having what it is you desire. Because again, your outcome here is the door to personal healing and happiness. It's finding peace, having that rainbow finally, having a healthy heart. All right, let's get some advice for you then, Scorpio. What is the advice, please, from Spirit this week for Scorpios? The Wheel of Fortune. Wow, well, your advice. In a way, this is about fate and destiny, but the Wheel of Fortune is almost like when you create change happens, right? And it just feels like that kind of effect. Like now that you're spinning the wheel, it's just inevitable that you're going to land on something different. What does that mean? Let's see. Wheel of Fortune. So it is also about trusting in divine timing. That might be something that you might need to hear right now. Okay. Right, let's see. For Scorpios, what is the advice with the Wheel of Fortune? Okay. 7 of Wands with embracing change. I really feel like it's not resisting the fact that things are changing right now, because 7 of Wands is really like, you might be feeling up against the odds right now, but don't worry, everything's going to work out in your favor. This is a Wheel of Fortune, okay? And I am seeing that you're entering a better season of your life, like I was saying in the beginning. But it does feel like maybe you are resisting a bit of the change right now, like feeling like you're having to, where it's like we're kind of misunderstanding something, that the universe is not throwing all these things in your way and all this difficulty for you to fight against it, right? It's almost like they're trying to show you a direction. When like a relationship just keeps spiraling and it's not, and in a very bad way, right? And it's not because it's wanting you to work on that challenge for that person. A lot of the time you have to listen to where are we being pushed. Because if it's getting worse and worse, then it could be that you're being called to get out of it, right? Like it's almost like that, you're feeling like it's a challenge. Like that's what Spirit's wanting you to do, is to push past this, but it's not. It's actually to see where this is heading you, or heading for you. Okay, with the Wheel of Fortune, don't be afraid to expand and to grow. Your overall message is literally to embrace change and new possibilities. Okay, which I think that you're doing. And just look at what just came out. 4 of Cups usually is a card of feeling quite jaded or bored or not accepting what's coming up around you. And I feel like that's what they're saying. Like, and this is someone who's like pushing things away. And so is this usually in the upright. It's like kind of rejecting something here. I feel like it's about accepting what's coming away, especially when it comes down to love here. Don't have to fight anymore, Scorpio, this new year. Okay, just to get out of a situation. But this huge transformation is really to do with feeling happy. So, and happy is not a challenge, right? Unless you're in a very difficult situation, right? But anyway, that's what I have for you. I hope this has been helpful. Let me know in the comments, Scorpio, how this resonated with you and if you enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy it, make sure you also like and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one, all right?